Hello, everybody. Welcome
Hello.
to this. I think we are public this time. Let me just double check. Yes, we are.
Wait, I missed
We are
something.
public. Following the whole Olive debacle, I like to make sure. Oh my goodness. So yes, we are back with the April quiz, which is hosted by the lovely Mariette to my right. I have to put to the
I just
left.
got a notification to say that we're live.
Woo!
Double
Well,
bunch.
that went through. So yeah, we are back with quiz this month. Mariette is hosting your rounds, my love.
Oh, sorry, you broke up a bit then. What did you say?
Oh, okay. Sorry, I was just going to say, do you want to introduce what you've got as your round titles?
Oh, okay. So, round 1 is like Wales and Welsh stuff, and then round 2 is like Disney and Pixar cartoon films with one live action kind of question thrown in there, just because I didn't realize what I did until the end.
Unbelievable. I'm very excited.
Nice. Yes, we might actually do really well on this one. Sorry. The last couple have been a bit niche.
I was awful at the last one, let's be honest. I feel so bad.
I only know UK Drag Race. If you missed it, go and check out the last quiz on our channel. Nori hosted it, and we had stuff that Nori knows that they think everybody else should know. I did very well on that round. Most of my points came from that round. And then we had Drag Race questions, and so you got a lot of style points, I think.
All my answers were wrong, but I did it stylishly.
Yeah, so Nori gave out points for style.
That's very appreciative.
None of us knew anything about Drag Race, really. And we learned something. So, yeah. But we run this quiz every month, and it is hosted by the person who is hosting the following month's book club pick. So Mariette is hosting next month's book club discussion, which will be at the start of June. And the book for the month of May is Erin Morgenstern's The Starless Sea. Oh, she's prepared.
I'm looking forward to that.
I'm really excited for
I haven't
it.
ordered it yet.
No, I need to order it. That's the one thing, Mother, that I'm going to break my book buying ban for, is to buy that. It won't count. Yeah, so we've got that. The Southern Book Club's Guide to Slaying Vampires will be happening. I'm not sure whether it'll be the first Saturday. It might be the Saturday after in May, because we want as many of us to be there as possible. And I think Janet is unavailable the first weekend. So we will sort something out and we will let you all know. It'll go up on the Twitter account at @ANovelBunch1, and I'll be posting about it on all of my many social medias, and everybody else will be posting about it as well. Yeah, so that's kind of the housekeeping rules, rules, the notifications to give everybody. But Mariette,
Is she frozen for you?
Yeah, she's frozen.
Okay.
Me?
Yeah, she's back.
Okay. Every time you see you're about to speak to me, you seem to freeze.
You freeze.
Oh no! Oh no! The internet is apparently flickering. So, am I still good?
Yes, you're moving now.
Okay. So let's get started, and let's just see how well this goes. Shall we? You can have my mushroom. Okay. Mother was just pointing out I left a mushroom from tea, and she was like, "You left a mushroom. You could have had my mushroom if you asked." We're having a domestic.
Oh God.
Ready when you are, Mariette.
Okay, so the first question is a multiple choice question. So it because if I did it without a multiple choice, it would have been way too mean.
Oh.
Your video has gone. Should I keep going?
Sorry about that. Did everything cut out?
It's just your video.
You're gone.
Okay.
Oh, you're back.
I shifted my laptop.
Don't do that.
And Mariette, you know this. Whenever I shift it in certain directions, everything cuts out. It's done since like third year or something. So yeah, I'm just going to leave it with this highly annoying angle where I'm not exactly centered.
We'll go with it. We'll go with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Multiple choice. Start.
Technical difficulties aside. So, multiple choice questions, because it would be too mean if I didn't do it as multiple choice, and it's worth 1 point. So, how many castles are there in Wales? A, 378, B, 641, or C, 927? If you want me to read it again, just say.
I went with my gut.
Yeah. What were the numbers again? Could you just repeat them?
So A is 378, so 378.
Yeah.
B is 641, so 641. And C is 927, 927.
Okay. Cool.
Right. Question 2. Again with 1 point. What is the Welsh word for Wales?
I know the Welsh word for jellyfish and microwave. Wales.
It's on a lot of the signs as you drive straight in, so I thought it wouldn't be too hard. I feel it wouldn't be too hard for people to get the easiest translation thing I have on here.
I do know that, but I can't think what it is. I've driven to Wales loads of times.
That's about the only Welsh I know.
I know what it starts with. I'm going to do that. All right.
Okay. Where am I? Where's that question. Question 3 with 1 point again. When is St. David's Day?
I'm certain that's wrong, but I've gone with it.
Let me know when you're ready for question 4.
Ready.
Mm-hmm.
Which is the longest river in Wales? Hint, you drive over it to get into Wales.
I know.
Mm.
Oh, goodness. I saw a seal in it once.
Mum panicked driving us to Cardiff Airport over it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think.
I think
I'll be very disappointed in myself if that's wrong.
Yeah, same, because we were like, you're okay. You're okay. You're doing amazing.
I spent my childhood going over it. I should know that.
You did.
Okay.
So well, Belinda.
She's got her headphones in.
I can hear you.
Oh, okay.
Okay. The next 2 questions are both translation questions, but they're the last 2 translation questions, so you don't have to worry about me saying any other things. So, again with 1 point. What is the Welsh word for library? Which I can barely say in English, let alone when I try and pronounce the Welsh.
God.
Can I phone a friend?
I don't think I've ever seen. I've never looked for the word library.
I was going to do the word book, but I couldn't figure out how to pronounce it, whereas I kind of know how to pronounce the word library.
I'm drawing a blank. Got nothing.
Okay. Next one is the last translation question, and then the rest is just random things. So translate this sentence from Welsh to English. So, dw I eisiau draig? Dw I eisiau draig?
I know that last word.
I'm sorry, Maria. I feel like this is really, really disrespectful to your heritage.
I was born in England. It's fine. I've just lived
Oh,
here more
nice.
than I've lived in England. And
English
then,
in Wales.
okay, so what are the 3 colours on the Welsh flag?
Oh, I know this one.
I thought it'd be too easy to do the creature on the Welsh flag, so we've gone with the colours. Okay. Not including Swansea, Cardiff, or Newport, name one Welsh city. So I've given you 3 other cities that you can choose from, just not Swansea, Cardiff, or Newport. There are 3 others. Just name one. Right. Okay. Number 9. From the show Torchwood, where is the Torchwood base said to be located? And you can still find Yanto's shrine there.
Are you talking about the real beach? Because we've been there.
No,
Or-
the actual base, not the beach, the actual base where when they're in the show Torchwood, when they go down to their base, where is it under?
I never watched it.
Me neither.
Take a guess. You'll probably be close.
I have no idea.
No.
Okay, the last question in the Wales section is name 2 areas of outstanding natural beauty that can be found in Wales. And then it's 1 point for each of the 2 areas. So if you can only name 1, that's 1 point. If you can get both, well, if you can get any 2 of them, because there are a few, then 2 points.
Can you repeat the question, please?
Name 2 of the areas of outstanding natural beauty in Wales. So they're like areas that are designated as these special places, and building works can't be done unless properly pre-approved, and it's just like supposed to be really nice, pretty places.
Okay, I've got 2. I think they're right.
Yeah, I've got.
I think one of them's right.
I know one of them is
I
right.
think one of them's right. Yeah.
Okay, so that's all 10 questions for Wales, and then I have a bonus question on Wales for later on if there's a tie between you guys.
Cool.
How many questions was that?
10.
Why have I only got 9?
Did I miss one?
No, I've got
No,
10.
I think I missed one.
So
What was question 7?
7. What are the 3 colours on the Welsh flag?
Okay, that's my question 6.
Okay, so
Where have I gone wrong?
how many castles are there in Wales?
Yeah.
What is the Welsh word for Wales?
Yeah,
When is St. David's Day?
yeah,
What is the longest river in Wales?
yeah.
What is the Welsh word for library?
Oh, there it is. That's what I did wrong. Okay.
That's what I thought it might be, but I was just going to let you run through.
Do you want answers for this bit now, or answers for all of it at the end?
We'll do answers for everything at the end, shall we?
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me know when you're ready for weird Disney Pixar hybrid of stuff.
So ready.
I love that. I am ready.
Okay, so the first question is worth 2 points, and I had to put it in somewhere, so I thought I'd just do it first to get it out of the way. Name one of the kittens from the Aristocats, and you can get an extra point if you get the mum's name of the kittens as well. So 1 point for one of the kittens' name, and then another point for the mum of the kitten's name.
So we just have to get one of the
kittens.
Oh, which one to choose?
Yeah. I've got all 3 kittens.
but then the kitten's mum.
I got that too.
Answers. Oh, I don't know. Yes and no, I've got all the kittens. I just don't have the mum.
You're gonna kick yourself, Jeff.
Oh no.
I can't think of the third kitten. I always get stuck on this one.
You've got all 3 kittens. Ah, I'm gonna have to come back to that one.
Okay, right. Question 2. What year did the first Toy Story come out?
Oh, I don't know that.
Hey. I've got the name. Got it. Came to me.
Okay. In Monsters Inc., what is said to be Boo's real name?
Oh, what a good question.
I haven't seen that film in years.
It's not something that's necessarily mentioned in the film, but like you can see it kind of on like pictures and labels and stuff when they're in her room.
Because Pixar loves an Easter egg.
Yeah. Oh, what? Mariette, what a question.
I can't take credit for that one. I was Googling good questions, and that was one of my favorites that came up.
I remember having a conversation about this with someone once.
I'm just putting down a name.
I'm going to go with the first name that came to my mind, but I think it's wrong.
Oh, I know I'm wrong. I'm just going with it.
Okay, for the next question, this is a bit weird to explain, but there is an easy answer and then a more like niche answer, because when I looked it up, it gave me both. So if you get the easier answer, which is the one I would have like gone with, you get 1 point. If you get the harder answer that I honestly didn't know until I Googled the question, you get 2 points.
Awesome.
So who was Disney's first Disney princess?
Who was Disney's first Disney princess? And then
Yeah, so then there's like the easy kind of one that everyone goes to, but there was one that came before that was in like a Disney short. I screenshotted the thing because I I hadn't heard of it before, but I believe Google. That's why I'm not saying that one is the main and true answer, but if you get it, then you get 2 points for that one. But I wouldn't have got it. If asked this question, I would have gone with the easy answer. I wouldn't have even thought of this person. I didn't know they existed until I Googled it.
Oh, I've never heard of one. I can get the easy answer, but
yeah, I wouldn't get the hard answer. It was part of the Google search, so I thought if I put it in and then if someone got it, then it would be an extra point. But if no one else had heard of it like me before Googling the answer, then it didn't matter.
And if you don't get it, you're an absolute Disney fanatic. You should know.
Okay, so then question number 5 is, who originally wrote Winnie the Pooh? Like before Disney brought it or anything like that, who was the original book written by?
I think I'm wrong here as well.
Really?
Yeah. I'm trying to read Jess's mind and it's not happening.
Mind meld. Mind meld.
Who wrote Winnie the Pooh before?
Yeah, before Disney brought it. It was a children's book before Disney brought it. And then Disney turned it into the franchise it is, but before that it was just a children's book that not really spoilers, but that a dad wrote based on their child. And
should I know this?
Probably.
I don't know. It's something I know and I've known for years, but the Winnie the Pooh.
I
I
put
love
something
Winnie the Pooh.
down, which was the first thing that came to mind, but
Trust your gut. Go with your gut, Zoe.
Okay. Question 6 is the only live action question I have on here. And
Mhm.
in the 2015 film Disney Cinderella, so the live action Disney Cinderella, who played Cinderella?
I've
Wow.
only watched about 5 minutes of that film.
She's also in the second Mamma Mia film, if that helps anyone.
Not seen it.
Oh, girl, you're missing out.
Very good.
What else has she been in? That's
Downton
cheating.
Abbey.
Not watched it.
The Dig. She was in The Dig. She was in the
Nope.
Literary Potato. What's it called? The Literary Potato Peeling Society or something.
Yeah, not
Oh, the
seen it.
Guernsey, that one of Guernsey, yeah, that one.
Don't watch TV or movies anymore. I'm YouTube and that's it.
What
Yeah.
came out in 2015? It was a while ago.
Hmm. No.
Yeah, she's good in Cinderella.
I made sure to specify the year because there are so many different live action versions of Cinderella. So I was like, no, specifically the Disney one.
The one that started the remake the remake train.
Okay. What is the name of the sloth in Zootopia or Zootropolis? I think it's Zootopia.
Ah, I love that film.
Same.
Number 8 is finish the quote. Ohana means family and family means...
Wow, I nearly said it.
Question 9 is what is the name of Goofy's son?
Goofy has a son?
Yeah.
There are 2 Goofy movies which revolve around his son. I assume one of
There's
them
a
is
Goofy
very
movie?
good.
Yeah.
That's true.
Canonically, his wife died in a car crash. It's messed up.
Oh. Nice.
Yeah.
No, Messed Up is our book pick for this month.
Yeah, no, that is dark.
No.
I'm going to guess. So I didn't know he had a son.
That's my housemate loves Goofy so very much, and so we watched one of the Goofy movies. I can't remember which one, which was very good. And she says she's going to make us watch the other one at some point.
Love that.
Okay. And the last question in this round is, what is the name of the shiny crab in Moana? And Jess, I don't care if you haven't seen the film. You've listened
I have.
to
I've seen it twice. I've seen it twice now.
I played that song so much around uni, mainly to bother the other Jess, and he
I
says
know,
his
it's
name in the
hilarious.
song.
It was hilarious because she'd just run around the house going "shiny" in Chalmers' face, and she'd rise to it every time, and I'd be like, "No, if you don't rise to it, she'll stop. She'll get bored." But it's so annoying. I can't help you then.
I stopped within 3 days. I would like to say that, and then I only ever did it every now and again after that because I saw it was really annoying her, so I did stop.
It was so funny though. Oh, what is his name? Oh
This
God,
is appalling from me.
I tried to not go too easy, but not too difficult at the same time. I don't know
They're
if that
fab questions. They're really good.
yeah.
I did learn stuff while doing this quiz for myself. Like, I knew a lot of the Disney stuff because they were just things. But the Welsh Wales quiz, some of them were news to me.
Oh, I can't think of this crab's name.
No,
I know
can't.
it's Polynesian, and I'm like, oh my goodness. I love that.
I know
film.
that he goes If I was a little red crab called Sebastian, you'd love me. And I'm like, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah, the post-credit scene, that's amazing. I love that. That made me laugh so much.
It's
Did you
such a-
like the song? I know that. Oh.
There's a game on Jackbox Party Games that we like to play downstairs called Blathermouth, and basically you get given like a word. It could be a story or anything like that. And you can choose from like 6, I think. Yeah, 6. And then you have to describe what that word is using like the sentences and words they give you. And the only one I could do out of my list of 6 was Moana. I did that one, and like the first clues I gave, because I could make it work, was literally just describing this crab. To which my housemate then at the end, after she guessed it, went, "You were describing your crab at the beginning, weren't you?" I was like, yes, I was.
Love it.
That character, whose name I will not mention, and Hey Hey, the chicken, are my favorite characters in that one.
I love Hey Hey. I also love that that's Alan Tudyk, like just voicing a chicken, making loads of chicken noises in a recording booth.
Like
man-
Reggie the chicken.
Oh yeah, Reggie. Acid rain!
Acid rain!
Rinse, lather, and repeat. Rinse, lather, and repeat. Oh, such a good film as well. Doesn't anybody have a clock?
And goose, bang.
Ah, I'll talk.
Oh,
I didn't know the
what
goat.
is this crab's- Huh?
It's just when he's like, I didn't know the goat was packing.
Oh yeah, I only understood that last night because I've watched it since I was really young, and when I was younger, I didn't understand it.
Yes, ebony
Oh,
and ivory. I've just given up on the crab.
You both kick yourself when you hear it, because it's one of the first words he says in the song. If that
Yeah.
helps, if you can sing the song to yourself. I don't know if that's a normal thing that most people can do.
It would
But
be if I'd watched it more than twice. I've got I am Moana of Motunui. You will board my boat and return the heart of Te Fiti. What can I say except you're welcome? You're welcome. I've given up, so.
I'm trying to remember Maui because he shouts at me, doesn't he, when he gets his hook?
I've got it! I've got it! I've got it!
Oh, damn it.
I think. No, I haven't got it. No, I haven't got it. Wrong character. I'm so excited. No.
No?
No.
No. I just text my friend G, who's Welsh, and I said, I'm doing so badly on the Welsh round. He's like, I said, if I'm just checking, you won't disown me if I do terribly. He's, but I won't disown you. I'll just be disappointed. Sorry, G.
Oh my god. Right. Do we want to go through the answers? Or do
I'm
we
ready
want...
for
I was going to say we could have a little break in between and then do the answers. That could be quite fun.
it's up to you.
I was just thinking, who is hosting the quiz next month? If Grace picks a book, she's hosting it because it's her book pick next month. If not, it could be me if Grace isn't ready to pick a book. And if it is me, I already know what I'm doing.
Yeah, so do I.
I'm going to subject all of you to the ancient world and a history lesson, basically. I'm going to try and make it easy. I know we've all done 2 rounds. I might do 3 and do 1 on ancient Greece, 1 on ancient Egypt, and 1 on ancient Rome.
Mm.
Questions each. So do a little bit of myth, a little bit of history, and things like that. That's my thinking at the moment, but it will mean that I'll have to do research for everything except Rome. So,
Well,
so that could be quite fun. I've already got an idea for a trick question.
I love a trick question.
So I've got an idea of one, but we should also say that we are getting to the end of the first run through of people picking books. June will be the last one, which will be a first pick for people if Grace chooses one. And then we're back onto me again. And we'll be running through again, July through December. So I've already picked out my next pick, which is going to be Alice Oseman's Loveless. So whether that gets picked for June or July, we shall see. But that's my pick. Have you two got any ideas of what else you'd like us to read?
Not yet. I will definitely probably have something by then, but right now I'm still like waiting for my turn on my fifth book.
Probably have something. I love that.
I don't know. I've got a big old pile to go through. And to be fair, my dad helped me pick Stoner.
It was
So
a good
I might
book.
have to enlist his help again.
I really enjoyed it. It was really good. It was a good pick. So thank you, Papa Quarter.
I got you.
But yeah, and then obviously after the next run, we'll be into the next year. We're already nearly halfway through our picks.
Let's not do that.
It's crazy. It's crazy. So yeah, if anyone has anything that they would like us to look at, to pick, to read, let us know. We are more than happy. Obviously, resident fantasy buff is me. Zoe is like historical fiction, contemporary
mythology,
especially Arthurian myth. Mariette, you're contemporary quite a lot, aren't you? That's what you tend to read.
Yeah, I find classic books difficult. That I can't. Sometimes I can't read the words, and as soon as I have to Google a word, my interest goes out of the way.
Fair dues. Anything else, like genre-wise, that you really enjoy?
Contemporary fashion. I like chit-lit books because they're easy to read. Books that I like mental health books as well. The ones that like fictionalize mental health, because non-fiction ones are too real. But fictionalized stories of mental health and things like that.
Read it.
What? Read what?
Hang on, it's right here. Read it.
Oh, okay.
I finished my reread today, and if I could give it 6 out of 5 stars, I would.
Yeah. I like some fantasy books, but again, as soon as they start using words that are long and that I hadn't seen before, sometimes my brain just goes, it puts gobbledygook in the place, and then when I'm talking about the book and someone says, "What do you think of this place?" my brain goes, "Which gobbledygook word was that? How is that actually said out loud?"
Fair dues. Then we've got Janet, who loves everything hard-hitting, really, doesn't she? One of her favourite books of all time is A Thousand Splendid Suns by Khaled Hosseini. She really loved Homegoing by Yagyasi. Very good, very hard-hitting. Janet tends to like stuff that is more literary fiction, I would say. So she's our litfic buff. Nori likes anything a bit dark, hence the Southern Book Club's Guide to Slaying Vampires.
So I am going to start reading. I'm going to start reading it tonight because I'm halfway through another book, but my brain's just gone out the window. So I'm just going to be like, no, we're going to start fresh, and then we're going to go back to the other book.
That is a fair point. Yeah, I finished it.
I was about to text you something today, and then I was like, I'll talk about it later.
Yeah, no, if anyone wants to talk about stuff they've come across, let me know, because, oh my goodness, I really enjoyed it. I gave it 4 out of 5 stars.
No, I'm definitely going to start reading it tonight. I can't give you. I've just had a couple of weeks. My brain's just been like, words are difficult. Just
don't worry, me too. This is the most reading I've done in ages. I've had a real reading slump too, so don't worry.
Yeah. I mean, I finished Alice Oseman, but then I also read Kissing the Coronavirus 3 because I was curious.
Why? Why'd you do that to yourself?
I read the
What
first
is that?
two because I was curious.
Why? Why does that exist? What is it? I don't. What?
Viral erotica. Literally, people make questionable relations with the personified coronavirus, a cure, and a mutant strain. Yeah,
Oh, no, I was better before I knew that existed.
it's as bad as it sounds. It's written like bad fan fiction. It's not meant to be taken seriously. And the writing style got worse as it went along. It sounds like a horny teenager wrote it, but that's beside the point. Yeah, I read that today, so it's bumped up my reading thing. I think I've read like 25 books now this year, so I'm 10 or 11 ahead of my goal now. So reading books like that, like short things, really helps.
Yeah, I need to crack on with some more graphic novels.
Yes, graphic novels are the best. Heartstopper. What?
It seems like you have a nasty cough there. You keep just like every time people want to say a word, you just seem to cough over it instead.
Yeah, Charlie. Yeah, I know.
People being loud outside.
Really bad. But yeah, we were saying, Grace, let's finish off our round out of what everybody likes to read. Grace likes a lot of, at the moment, she's reading a lot of nonfiction, like true crime as well, and crime thrillers she really enjoys. So yeah.
I like crime thrillers. I forgot about that. When my brain goes funny, they all follow a similar kind of structure and pattern, so I find them easy to read,
Yeah.
and they're always interesting. I forgot that. I do like crime thrillers.
That is a very valid point. Read stuff that you find easy, that makes your brain feel good, and you will read loads of stuff. That's my mantra, really. Don't read Kissing the Coronavirus because I do it, so you don't have to. To quote the Nostalgia Critic,
it's a public service, really.
Yeah. Those 3 books are my only 1 stars that I've ever given. If I could give them more, I would. But yeah, they're not meant to be taken seriously. They're just meant as a bit of harmless fun.
Yeah.
And to be fair, they're hilarious when you read them. They're so badly written. But yeah, that's what's been going on in my life today. Reading a good YA drama with mental health and asexuality rep, and then that.
Yeah. No, it's good that we all have different views though, because I would never have read Olive, and I definitely wouldn't have read Stoner. I might have at some point read your pick, Jess, but it would have taken me a while to get there. But Stoner and Olive are both books I wouldn't have picked up, but I'm so happy I did because of the perspectives they give and things like that. Yeah, I was too tired to do the Olive book chat, but I did very much enjoy it.
Yeah, it was. I really enjoyed it, and I enjoyed it more than I thought I would. And same with Stoner. Stoner, I loved. I don't read literary fiction, and so far, 2 out of the 4 books we've read have been lit fic. I'd say Stoner and Olive. So
they were good. They're really good picks.
Yeah, I think out of ones that have not been the one that I've picked, Stoner has so far been my favourite. Anyway,
I think I can't agree. I think Stoner is my favorite.
Yeah,
it's so different. I think that's it's so like
it's so hard to compare them.
Yeah, they're all like our babies.
Yeah,
which kind of defeats the object of Olive.
Anyway,
right. Do you want to do answers?
Yeah.
How many points are in round 1? How many points are up for grabs?
There's a total of 11 up for grabs in round 1. But I will be nice with half points if you're close, if you're really close to the answer.
Nice.
Okay, so question 1. Wait, how do you want to do this? Wait, before I read them, are you just going to shout out or the answers that you have, or do you want me to just read them? Or
I think you read out the answers and then we'll react to them.
Okay.
You'll either
So-
get yes or no.
Okay. So, how many castles are there in Wales? A. 378. B. 641. Or C. 927. The answer was B. 641.
Yes.
Damn Damn
Both
it.
happy faces? Not happy
No.
faces. What
I
did you get?
underestimated.
You underestimated.
I knew Edward I went on a building campaign, but I didn't know how
I
crazy.
can't I don't remember if this fact is completely correct or not, but Wales has more Wales is like one of the most heavily populated countries with castles. It's got like more castles per square meter than most other countries. I can't
Yeah.
remember if it's like completely more than everyone else or just like it's one of the top ones, which is
Yeah.
why that wasn't a question.
Purely because I think it's one of the King Edwards was just like, right, the Welsh are rebelling, let's build castles.
Okay, next question is, what is the Welsh word for Wales? And the answer is Cymru, spelled
Woo!
Cymru, I think.
Oh,
I
of
think
course
that's-
it is.
Do we get extra
Cymru.
points for spelling it right?
No,
Damn it.
because I can't see your book. No, you get 1 point.
Okay.
No,
Stop trying to cheat.
but
Um,
no,
Oh, I'm
Cymru.
so annoyed. One idiotic thing to get. I knew I knew it.
What did you put down? Wales.
I didn't.
Mum just said Wales.
Well,
Okay, question number 3. When is St. David's Day? It's the 1st of March.
Yes!
oh,
I got it right.
well done.
I figured. What did you write, Zoe?
I wrote the 23rd of Feb. So I'm
No.
a week out.
23rd of March is St. George's Day.
I was still a week out. 23rd of Feb is a build up to St. David's Day.
Okay. What is the longest river in Wales? The River Severn. 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 That one. Severn.
I'm disappointed in myself.
Zoe, we drove over it to get to Cardiff Airport.
I've driven over it hundreds of times. Oh,
Mum hates it. She hates the Severn Bridge.
I don't like you.
the Severn, literally.
I honestly thought that because my family just call it the H Bridge because me and my sister didn't understand the name. So when we were younger, we were going over the H Bridge. I didn't put two to two together with the name.
That's a very Mariette thing to say. Oh dear. Right.
Are you ready for the next one, Zoe?
No.
Okay. Right. What is the Welsh word for library? No? Right. I'm not good at saying this word. I will say that now. Just so
Is it library?
it's Clanavel. Clanavel. It's spelled Llyfrgell. It's like Clanavel or something like that. I can never get it quite right.
I wrote library.
I wrote book in the Biblia.
So we get half a point for that one because I enjoy the word.
I was just like
Yay!
Celtic language, so I can't use my normal etymological stuff. Like it's not Latin, it's not German. It's like I can't do anything.
Okay, the last translation question, and it was translate the sentence. Do I eisiau draig?
Something
And
dragon, isn't it?
I want a dragon.
I said the red dragon. Do I get half a point for getting dragon?
Yes.
Thank you.
Did you try, Zoe?
I put do you drive?
No.
Because isn't Idraig Goch, isn't that the red dragon?
I It would make sense because E is there and Goch is red, so it would make sense putting those words together.
Thank you, Father. The one good thing you ever did for me. Teach me that.
I'm trying to. What's the other? I'm trying to think of other like Welsh animal words that I enjoy. I can't remember them offhand.
I know one in German. Guinea pig. Meerschweinchen.
I haven't done guinea pig, but pig is moch in Welsh, Moch, and then pigs. I think I've got this the right way around. I might have got it the wrong way around. So pigs, like with the S, and then that's mochen. What else do I do?
Now you
Cow
need
is
to know what guinea is.
cow is buch, and then wolf, lied, something like that.
She's putting us both to shame, Zoe.
Hugely.
Okay, right. Question 7. What are the 3 colours on the Welsh flag? And it's just 1 point if you get all 3. So it is white, green, and red.
Thank God.
Okay, next one was not including Swansea, Cardiff, and Newport. Name a Welsh city. And now there's a choice of 3 here. So the other 3 Welsh cities, because there are only 6, are Bangor, St. David,
Oh, for goodness sake.
Bangor, St. David's, and St. I can't say that one. I didn't know it existed till I googled this question. I thought there were only 5. Saint Asaph. Asva, something like that.
I literally got an offer from Bangor University.
If it helps, I put Conway. I
Completely
couldn't.
forgot.
I was like, I know North Wales. Let's go with North Wales.
Conway's a county
Yeah, but it's also.
I'm so disappointed in myself.
because they have a local authority.
Mm.
Bangor University looked gorgeous. It was just I didn't actually go there. I just looked at the course and like looked at the pictures online. I was like, it's beautiful. I want to go there. I didn't actually ever go.
I applied to Swansea.
Well, I didn't want to
You
give
could've
it
been
make
the
it
same
too
country.
easy. That's why I took out the 3 big cities.
No, you did a good job.
I was like, I'm not giving them an easy way out.
No,
Okay,
I should have known Bangor.
Mm.
so where is the Torchwood base located? The actual base.
Say again.
So the base is actually located. It's in Cardiff Bay. It's underneath Cardiff Bay. You can have half a point for Cardiff. So I watched Torchwood recently. That's why this became a question. Basically, there's a giant like water fountain in Cardiff Bay, like a water sculpture thing, and then in the Torchwood world, there's like a little area of temporal dysplasia where they're like hidden from everything, and that's like a lift that goes down underneath the bay to their secret base, and they have like a door thing. But that door thing now no longer exists. Instead, it's covered with Yanto's shrine, who's one of the main characters in the show. So, and given Torchwood's been off the air for ages, yeah, his shrine is still there, and people still add to it, which is really cool.
Oh,
So that
Nice.
makes me. If you have time to watch Torchwood, I highly recommend it.
I was never allowed to watch it. Doctor Who freaked me out, and Mum was like, "Yeah, no." I miss good Doctor Who.
Honestly, I would suggest, especially the first few seasons of Torchwood, they're just very, very good.
It's Captain Jack, of course. Of course, it's going to be good.
Okay.
Right.
So then the other question was name 2 areas of outstanding natural beauty in Wales. So there were 5 or 6 of these. I had them all written down, and you got a point if you point for both of the ones you got. So you could get a point for Anglesey.
Damn
You
it.
could get yes to the Isle of Anglesey. You could get a point for Clwyd Range and Dee Valley. You could get a point for Llyn Peninsula. You could get a point for Gower, and you could get a point for the Wye Valley.
Damn it. I got Gower.
So
I
that's
put
1 point.
Snowdonia, I put Snowdonia down.
Weirdly, just
I
a
put the
national
Forest
park.
of Dean.
Huh?
I put the Wye Valley and I put the Forest of Dean.
Forest of Dean is in England.
Yeah, I just realised.
Worcestershire.
But you got the
I'm
Wye Valley.
thinking of the wrong place.
Yeah,
I-
I put Snowdonia, the Gower Peninsula, and Battersea Coed.
Ah, no,
What
Gareth.
am I thinking of? Not Forest of Dean.
Well, there's the Dee Valley. It's on the website. It was I can't say that word. It was something range and Dee Valley. So you might have gone
That
with
might be, I
that.
think that's what I'm thinking of.
Hmm.
I got the Wye Valley though.
You did. So that's 1 point.
Yeah.
So that was the last question of the Welsh
What
round.
are the running scores, Zoe?
3.5.
6.
Oh god.
Okay. That's not bad. 3.5 is good. They're not easy questions.
No, they weren't. They were actually quite tough.
I should have got better than that though.
You're going up with someone who's got Welsh heritage. Not a lot, I'll say that.
My grandma lived in Wales. I went there all the time. I should be better than that.
There's about a quarter of Wales in me.
I
About
just-
an eighth on both sides.
It's one of those things that I know the answers. Like you tell me, and I'm like, oh my god, I actually do know that. And it's just as soon as you question, you're like, can't think of it.
Blank.
I have that with so many topics, and honestly, if you would just if I hadn't researched these questions and you had just given them to me, like I probably would have guessed 927 for castles in Wales and things like that. Other
So
ones I know because I live in Wales. So
Between
just
you and
know
I,
them.
we would have basically been there. I underestimated, you would have overestimated.
Yeah.
Oh
Right,
dear.
okay. So round 2, Disney, Pixar, some hybrid of stuff.
I'm hoping to pull it back here.
So name one of the kittens. Name one of the kittens from the Aristocats, and an extra point if you can also name the mum. So the
She-
kittens.
She's just named all 4 of them behind me. Do you want to repeat yourself?
Duchess is the mum to Lou. And Berlioz.
Oh, she's frozen.
But I heard most of them.
Did you miss?
I missed
What
it.
was yours? What was yours, though, Jess? What were yours, Jess?
Duchess,
You were-
Marie. Marie, Toulouse and Berlioz are the kittens, and Duchess is the mum.
You'll still only get 2 points, even though you named all of the kittens.
That's fine.
Did you get it, Zoe?
Yeah, I got Marie, Toulouse, and Duchess. I couldn't remember Berlioz. I always forget his name.
Berlioz.
But yeah, Marie and Duchess.
Yes. So that's 2 points to both of you. Okay.
Woo!
What year did Toy Story come out? The answer is 1996.
I thought it was 5.
Ah,
See, I was thinking 99.
I thought it was
I put
95.
99.
Google told me 6. Let me double check with Google.
I
Drum roll,
put
please.
1999. 96 was a great year.
Yeah. So it was 95. Because I thought Pocahontas and
So I checked with Alexa.
I'm Googling it now because it when I Googled it, it just came up as 95. It came up as now it comes up as 9. Okay, go with 95. Google lied to me when I Googled this earlier because I thought it was 95, so I checked it and then it said 96. So I was like, all right. But now it
Yeah.
says 95 again.
it came out the same year as Pocahontas. Pocahontas is before me, and Toy Story is after me.
Yeah, 95.
Honestly, 1995 was my first thought, and then I thought, no, it's later because it's more animated, if that makes sense.
It's the first fully computer animated
Yeah,
movie.
See,
so
I
I went for
thought
99.
in my head it was 95, but it's like I'll Google it and double check if I'm right. And when I Googled it, like it said Toy Story and then 1996. I just Googled it again and it went, no, 1995. I don't think Google likes me. Because it's making me look stupid because I just like, oh well, anyway, 1995.
Oh dear.
In Monsters Inc., what is Boo's real name? And the answer is Mary.
Damn it! I
I
thought
put Marie. Damn it.
like honestly, it came to mind, and I was like, no, it won't be Mary. It won't be Mary. So I put Goofy.
I put Marie.
Okay, right. And then, so who was Disney's first Disney princess? So the answer I would have come up with was Snow White.
Yeah.
Google told me, and I took a screenshot of this one, but it's on my phone and I'm using my phone. The answer Google told me was Persephone. Apparently, she was in an animated short in 1937, and
Yeah,
it was
I know
like
what you mean.
it was the trial for Snow White.
Mm.
She
That
was
rings
like
I've
the
heard that.
trial for Snow White before Snow White came out. So 1 point for Snow White, 2 points if you got Persephone.
Nope.
I've
Snow
definitely
White.
heard that before.
Mm. It's
Okay.
one of those pieces of trivia, though, isn't it? You just tuck away.
Yeah.
Yeah, as I said, when I googled it to double check it was Snow White, and I wasn't wrong with it because and then like Google came up, told me an entire paragraph about it. I was like, all right, well I'll write the name Persephone down just in case someone says it, and then it's a technicality. So I was like, just gonna write it down. 2 points if you get that answer. Who originally wrote the Winnie the Pooh books before they were brought by Disney? The answer is A.A. Mills.
I thought it was Milne.
Milnes. Yeah, but speak Milnes.
Yeah,
It's
fair enough.
Milne.
Yeah. Did he change his name?
No, it's me being unable to speak.
Fair dues. I
Okay.
find that sometimes it's difficult to speak.
In the 2015 live action adaptation of Cinderella, who played the lead Cinderella? And the answer is Lily James.
Damn it.
Yay! She got one right.
I just wrote down a name of an actress who's blonde. I went
Annette.
Dakota Fanning.
She came to my pub once when I was working with Matt Smith.
What, Dakota Fanning or Lily James?
Lily James.
Okay.
Oh, that's cool.
That is really cool.
I made her dinner for her. She had a fillet steak and sat on table 12. And she wore a really nice coat.
Nice.
And she was with Matt Smith.
What did Matt
Because
Smith
they were
have?
dating at the time.
I did not know they dated.
No.
For like 5 years. They've only recently split up actually. 5, 6 years together. Now she's
What did
apparently
Matt-
dating Chris Evans.
Ooh.
Trivia. Anyway, next.
Question number 7. Yeah, 7. What is the name of the sloths in Zootopia / Zootropolis? I forget which one is the right name in the UK. The answer is
Zootropolis.
Flash.
Flash.
Flash, flash.
100
Flash,
yards.
flash, 100-yard dash.
Love that film.
Yeah, me too. It's so good.
Such a good
Ah,
film.
love that film.
Tonight.
Actually, no, with that question, I remember when we didn't have internet in the flat yet, we watched that Zootopia because I have it on DVD.
Mm.
And my housemate loves Flash, like she spiritual connection with this character. And we were like, and one scene just finished, and they were like doing the transition to the other scene, and my housemate just went, "It's time." I was like, "It's time for what?" And then Flash came on screen. I was like, "Oh, I see."
I love Flash. Hey.
Question 8. It was finish the quote. Ohana means family, and family means no one gets left behind or forgotten. So if you got
Yay!
no one gets left behind or forgotten, you get a point.
I got nobody gets left behind.
Half a point for forgetting or forgotten.
I forgotten.
Yeah, I forgotten too.
Okay, what is the name of Goofy's son? So you get 1 point if you wrote down Max.
Yay.
You get 2 points if you wrote down Maximilian Goof, because that's his full name.
I did not know that.
So
this
1
means-
point if you wrote down Max, 2 points if you wrote down Maximilian Goof.
So Goofy's full name is Goofy Goof.
Yes.
Okay.
I put Goofy Jr.
That's gonna be worth half a point.
Yes,
Is it
you can have half a point for Goofy Junior.
Oh yes, thanks guys. That's so kind.
And then the last question is, what is the name of the crab in Moana? And as the song says, well, Tamatoa hasn't always been this way.
Tamatoa? That's it.
Don't like Moana.
Shush in the cheap seats.
Hmm.
Mother didn't like Moana.
Do you not?
No.
I can see why, but I love Tamatoa too much.
Irritated me.
Oh, what an appalling game for me.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. How many was that out of, Mariette?
13.
Okay. Let me do the maths because my brain don't work anymore.
And then, so for both quizzes together, it was out of 25.
You're right there, Zoe.
Uh,
I have a bonus question, so if you want to do like, what did Dan and Phil
All
do?
nothing.
I have a bonus question, so if you want to do an all or nothing, and the winner who gets this wins.
Yeah.
It's up to you, though. I just did
I
it just in case.
definitely lost.
I've
What
got
did
13.5 out of 25.
What did you get, Zoe?
6.5.
Yeah, let's do an all or nothing. I'm willing to risk it for an all or nothing.
Okay, so the all or nothing is the closest answer wins, but you will get amazing props if you get the exact answer. It's a question about Wales. How long is the Wales coastal path in miles? So it's the coastal path that goes all the way around the coast of Wales. Pretty much all the way around. I believe there are some parts of the path that are broken, but that's neither here nor there. And yeah, math props if you get the exact answer, but closest wins.
Geography is not my strong point. Zoe, you could win this one.
I don't think I can.
I'm going to get you both to tell me your answers before I announce the actual answer. So let me know when you're ready.
In
I am
miles,
Yeah, in miles.
the coast of Wales.
It's like the coastal path that goes around the edge of Wales. So theoretically, you could start off, I can't think of where, but so theoretically, you'd start off at the coast of one side of Wales, and then you could walk all the way around the coast without stop. Well, you need to stop, but it would be way too long to do it in one go. You'd need to like stop at hotels and things like that. But you could theoretically walk all the way along the coast of Wales. I believe in some places the path is broken, but theoretically you can.
See, I had an answer, but then I thought it was extravagant, so I've got rid of it.
Go with your gut, Zoe.
I'm going to Google it quickly to make sure Google didn't lie to me and we get this wrong.
Google doesn't like Mariette.
No, it doesn't.
Okay, no, it's the same answer this time as it was last time. That's fine.
Okay. I am ready
Okay.
whenever you are.
Zoe, are you happy or do you want longer to think?
I'm thinking.
Oh,
I think I'm wrong, but because
Okay.
I had two answers, but I think my first one was hella extravagant, so I've cut it down massively.
Okay. Jess, you say yours first.
150 miles.
Zoe?
Yeah, see, my first guess was 526 miles, and then my answer I put down is 125 miles.
You're both incredibly out. I will tell you this now. The Wales Coastal Path is the first path in the world to follow the country's coastline in its entirety. So that should show you how big it is.
Yeah.
Dipping anywhere along its 870 miles and delight in the jaw-dropping views of contemporary hotspots and unforgettable encounters. So the answer is 870 miles.
And that was me thinking 526 was extravagant.
I just went, it's about, I don't know how long, like I guesstimated 200 odd up to.
I was like, because as soon as you said you could do it in one go, apart from like hotels and such, I thought, oh, it can't be long then. But then
So I'm looking at a map right now. So you start off in Chepstow.
Mhm.
You
oh,
walk
that's where
around.
Grandma lived. That's where I spent my life.
Then you would, and then if you were doing the whole thing from like Chepstow, like to North Wales, you'd do Chepstow, you'd walk along the coast to Cardiff, then you'd walk along the coast to like Swansea, you'd go through Mumbles, like round the Gower, back up to Penclawdd, which is near Gowerton for Jess. Then you'd walk kind of along the coast some more to like a place called Amroth, which I've not been to before. And then along, keep going around to St. David's, to Cardigan, to Aberystwyth,
Got an offer from there too.
to like to Barmouth, to Dalach, Bothmadog, like you can go all around Anglesey if you want to like take a little bit extra to Llandudno, and then finish off in Chester.
Yeah, Llandudno.
Right.
So it's an 870-mile walk. I'm kind of not giving it to either of you because you're both so far off.
I mean, yeah, I'm more than happy to do that.
I should have gone with my gut.
Yeah, you should have.
Neither of us getting a point because that's still a lot off 300 miles, but it's
So-
less off than 700 miles.
Technically, because I gave up to do an all or nothing, neither of us won. So we
Nah,
both
you win, Jess. You definitely had far more knowledge than I did.
Okay. I'll just write that down because I'm keeping track of who wins each monthly quiz. So
I'm doing too well.
maybe at the end of the year, I think we can have a spoon. Yeah, wooden spoon basically, and
Well, I've only managed to go to 2, and one of them I posted, so I'm definitely not doing well.
I think I've won 2 now. Yeah.
I missed Janet's.
Janet's was
I bet
quite
it's
good.
Janet. I sucked at Janet. That's in here. I think that's in this book. Is that in this book?
I need to
No,
go back and watch it. 'Cause she did Victoria Literature, didn't she?
Yeah. They're all up
Yeah,
on except for the first one.
oh no, it is in this book. I just put it in the back. I did really badly. I got 0 points in the first round.
Oh
And
dear.
7 points, and then 7 points in the second round. So
Well, I shall try and go easy on everybody with my ancient and classical.
no, I like the challenge. That's why I did these ones, not
Oh, yeah.
simple. I didn't think they were all too hard, but I tried not to be simple.
Yeah. That's what I'm going to try and go for. I won't go like name this political movement from Republican Rome or anything like that. It'd be like name an Egyptian.
You did almost have that. I couldn't figure out how to word it because in Wales it's called the Senedd, but that's like the building it takes place in. It's not like the actual parliament system, yet you vote people into the Senedd, and I couldn't figure out how to word the question to come up with the answer Senedd. I tried.
Yeah, no, I'll have things like name a god, name a ruler. When did this event take place? Like a big known event. What is this in Latin? Like a very well-known phrase. So yeah.
I'm looking forward to it.
That'll either be next month, or if Grace is hosting a book club pick, it'll be her turn to do the quiz. So you might actually see Grace next month.
Woo!
Anyway, thank you very much for hosting that, Mariette. That was good fun.
It was brilliant. Very good.
Thank you. You both did very well, except for the fact you can't judge how big Wales coast is.
Yeah. I'm a historian. I'm an historian, not a geographer. That's my
I don't
excuse.
think I'm anything at the minute. I don't seem to be doing well in anything.
Oh dear.
no.
Anyway, so our monthly book club pick for this month is Norrie's Pick, the Southern Book Club's Guide to Slaying Vampires. Marriott, do you want to do a little bit of a plug for your pick next month?
Yeah. So
A little bit about it.
my book is where's my camera there? The Starless Sea. It's a book by Erin Morgenstein. She also wrote this. I believe this is her second novel. Her first one was called The Night Circus, which I thoroughly loved, which is why this one is in hardback with special things on the side because
Oh,
It's so pretty.
and it's a water screen. It's a water, and it's got like a proper like special thing
Oh,
inside.
it's so pretty.
It's like a water
I
stone.
actually think I'm in love with that book.
Mhm.
It's a Waterstone. It was a Waterstones exclusive. I literally went into town. I think it was like a couple of days after release, specifically to Waterstones, so I could get because you could get it in like 2 or 3 different colors. So I was like, no, it is a must-have. It is a necessity. It's hard to explain until you read it. It's a lot of different intertwining stories, but they intertwine in such a clever way that does link together. It's a link between the current, like in our world now, and a different kind of fantasy world, and the different places that they connect and things like that. I can't until you read it. It's kind of hard to describe. So I'm going to read the blurb.
Yes. Please do.
Are you lost or let me wait 1 sec, my phone's running out of charge, sorry.
Oh no.
Here we go. Okay, so are you lost or are you exploring? When Zachary stumbles across a strange book hidden in his university library, it leads him on a quest unlike any other. Its pages entrance him with their tales of love-torn prisoners, lost cities, and nameless acolytes. But they also contain something impossible, a recollection from his own childhood. Determined to solve the puzzle of the book, Zachary follows the clues he finds on the cover: a bee, a key, and a sword. They guide him to a masquerade ball, to a dangerous secret club, and finally through a magical doorway created by a fierce and mysterious Mabel. This door leads to a subterranean labyrinth filled with stories hidden far beneath the surface of the earth. The labyrinth is threatened. When the labyrinth is threatened, Zachary must race with Mabel and Dorian, a handsome, barefoot man with shifting alliances through its twisting tunnels, crowded ballrooms, searching for the end of his story. You're invited to join Zachary on the Starless Sea, the home of storytellers, story lovers, and those who will protect our stories at all costs.
Wow.
Interesting.
That sounds so good.
I fancy reading that.
Mum might join us.
Going from the Night Circus, which was your recommendation as well, Maria. I read that in Australia. I actually left it in Australia, which hurts my soul a little bit. I really enjoyed that. It was so different, and so I think I'm looking forward to that. That sounds amazing.
I love the Night Circus, and I was tempted to make that my pick, but I then remembered I'd already got Zoe to read it, and I have spoken about it to Jess so many times at this point that I was like, no, we're going to go with her other book, which I also think is amazing, but it's a completely different story to the first book, which is what I love about it. Like, and her writing style is still similar and the same, and I love her writing style, but it's a completely different story from a completely different point of view, so it doesn't feel like you're reading the same book twice, which does happen with some authors, unfortunately.
Yeah.
You read more of their books, and sometimes you'll just feel like you're reading the same book but with slightly different characters. Whereas with this book, it didn't feel like that at all. It felt like a completely different world, which is what I loved about it so much.
Yeah, no, I totally get that. Like with Sarah J. Maas, for instance, you read Throne of Glass and then you read A Court of Thorns and Roses, and it's pretty much similar beats throughout the whole thing. Which is why I like Crescent City so much, is that it's so different. But no, I'm really excited to read this. I've not read Erin Morgenstern yet. I need to read The Night Circus. I need to get round to it. But as you know, my TBR is growing exponentially.
Me too.
No, it's a book that I just, yeah, it's something, yeah, there's just something special about her writing that I don't know, that really draws me in so well. Like there are just some stories and some books that just draw you in so well. And when I read The Night Circus, I loved it so much, and I couldn't wait for the sea to come out. And I was so happy when it pulled me in the same way, because I was kind of worried. But after reading The Night Circus, I was like,
Yeah.
well, if it doesn't pull me in the same way, what if it's not as good? But I'm so happy that it did.
I'm looking forward to it. It sounds amazing.
That will be our pick that we'll be reading in the month of May to then discuss at the start of June. But currently we are reading The Southern Book Club's Guide to Slaying Vampires by Grady Hendrix. It is a more mature read, so if you're under the age of 18, would not recommend. Please go and get parental permission first if you do want to read it. The list of trigger warnings, I will get them up currently. They are pinned to the top of our Twitter profile at A Novel Bunch 1 if anybody wants to go and check that out and give us a follow. We will post stuff about when we're going live, what we're reading, general reading thoughts, general goings on in the A Novel Bunch world. So the trigger warnings for the Southern Book Club's guide that Norrie provided include violence, gore, domestic violence, child abuse, death, suicide, sexual abuse, rape, drug and alcohol abuse. So it is quite a heavy going book. Would not recommend if you're under the age of 18. But I really enjoyed it. It was really, really good. It was only the second horror book that I've ever read. And it was very different to the first one that I read, which was The Woman in Black, and was a massive disappointment to me. The film is better. And yeah, I'm really excited to read more of Grady Hendrix's books. The live show for that book will be at the start of May, date to be confirmed, in the evening. So about 6 p.m.-ish GMT as usual. And yeah, we look forward to seeing people there. If you want to join us, please feel free to read this book. Like I say, if you are 18, go for it. If none of these things are triggering for you, go for it. But if you are under the age of 18, please get parental consent before you do that. We don't want to introduce anyone to anything that is not age appropriate, basically. So yes, we will be posting about that, and when that live show is happening, keep an eye on all our socials, keep an eye on the Twitter account. And until then, we will see you soon. Please stay safe, everybody. Wash your hands, wear a mask, social distance, and yeah. Bye.
Bye.